What is going on, y'all? Ashcom with 13 back with an MLB 25 video. This time we're looking at the brand new Diamond Dynasty trailer that had just dropped about a couple hours ago. I just got home from work, so this is only my second time watching it. I watched it really quick, but we're going to break it down, go through some of the really key details that are shown in this trailer, and show what we can expect for this year in Diamond Dynasty. Let's jump right into it. We get a preview here of the new game mode of the AL Team Affinity program, and in general, the programs as well. The first thing they do talk about is the year-long progression. Now, this is a really big deal. Go ahead and hide my face cam here really quick. It's really important that we finally got a new, or not, this isn't new. If you haven't played MLB The Show before, 2 years ago, we did have sets and seasons where you'd get reset every few months. This is gone. MLB 22 and every year before this, it was like this. It was how it should be. When you earn cards, you were able to use them. So we got year-long progression. Really important there. We'll skip ahead. And this is just kind of showing off the power creep. As you can see, we have a BR Demon, Adam Dunn for the Chicago White Sox. He's got 100 power versus righties. He's going to be a DH for you, especially with the extra emphasis on defense this year. I mean, I guess it's first base, so maybe it's not too important, but looking like a DH bat there. As you can see, this is what it looks like. If we pause it really quickly, good God. The White Sox Team Affinity program, it looks like you can get that Adam Dunn right there. You get Yoan Moncada right here, 83 overall. And I believe there was also a Diamond Frank Thomas. Here he is, 86 overall, that you can get in the White Sox Team Affinity program. So a couple of first basemen. Looks like somebody to replace Adam Dunn once you get to that stage in the program. Really, really happy to see 86 overalls starting the Team Affinity program. I think this is really, really big going into the season, just so, just for the longevity of the game. I think a lot of players last year died out in like June, July, and hopefully this can keep players in the game until, October, November, once the baseball season wraps up. We'll continue watching the trailer here. Point out a couple of things that I noticed. Right now, they're just kind of showing a presentation. The brand new Diamond Quest mode. It's a brand new roguelike game mode. You can see the scoreboard here. You have the little pawn, which is your player. Not very familiar with Rogue, but the way it sounds is every square is a new challenge. And I guess you want to avoid that baseball head. So there's moments, there's iconic moments, there's challenges, 3 inning games, and more. You never know what exactly you'll expect. As far as the difficulty goes, I really don't know, what to expect there. Like in terms of if we're playing this on GOAT difficulty, is it going to be the same exact situation, just on a different difficulty? Is when you start the game mode, is there a specific difficulty you set the game to so it gives you hard difficulties? And also, stadium difficulty, that's really interesting. Collect treasure and leave safely to continue and risk it. If you lose, you forfeit the quest and everything. So if you lose, you're completely done with the game. If you win, you advance. So the stadium difficulty, I don't know, like I said, if that's a specific moment, if that's the entire thing. But you could see right here with the rare and epic cards, let's say you play on Hall of Fame difficulty, you get a 60% chance of earning this Juan Soto and a 50% chance of earning this Aaron Judge. So if you play on a higher difficulty, the likelihood that you receive really good rewards like this is pretty high. And it looks like every time you win a game or win a stadium challenge, you go ahead and get a show pack. That's what I've got from this. It seems a little bit weird, and I feel like we're not going to be able to fully comprehend how the game mode works until we actually get our hands on it. So there are perks. If you make a crazy play like robbing a home run, you can get peanuts and you can use this in the coach's cart. So for example, you get 100 peanuts, you get exit velocity boost on normal swings, which is a really, really good card to have. Honestly, that's pretty good deal for 100 peanuts there. It looks like we have a token of misfortune, significant contact decrease on inside pitches. So it looks like if you make a mistake, it's possible that you get a bad token. So that's actually pretty unique to see. And actually, that's really awesome that they're doing, they're switching up with the perk system a little bit. It's been the same for as long as I remember. A few different things with head-to-head modes. We do have a new mode that is Weekend Classic. Way it looks is you are going to play 6 games, and this is based on where you are at your ranked season. So at the end of every ranked season, there will be a weekend classic, or I almost want to call it weekend league. So if the ranked season lasts for a month, this is going to be once a month potentially, or one weekend a month. It looks like you get about 2 days to do this, and you play 6 games, and this is based on how many games you win. If you continue playing, continue winning, you get a show pack. That's the gist I got from this. It's a 6 game weekend tournament you play, and it's based on where you are in ranked seasons. So these look like the ranks. So as you can see, Immortal, I believe that is new. I'm assuming that's going to be on GOAT division. So you'll go ahead and play games 1 through 6. You get 25 ball and a habit packs and 40,000 stubs if you win one game in a Mortal Weekend Classic. So these rewards are absolutely crazy. So if say you're one of the best players in the world, all you got to do is you win 3 out of your 6 games. You get 150 show packs, 25 ball and a habit packs. I mean, that's just absolutely insanity. So we also have the new Team Affinity program. I want to say MLB 20-ish is the last time we had Team Affinity like this. And me personally, I enjoy Team Affinity more like this. One, I like how it individualizes the team instead of the division. And two, there is many more things to do. I feel like when you have the divisions tied together, it makes it a lot easier to grind through. So if I wanted to do the Cubs, since I'm a Cubs fan, I can prioritize that instead of having to do the entire NL Central. I think that makes sense. You can look at some of the missions they ask you to do. On the Rise missions, I'm assuming On the Rise, just, you know, that's just what they're calling them. I'm assuming you can do them in, like it says, any game mode. So get doubles, hits, homers, runs, stolen base, similar to what we've got in the past. And you can get 5,000 stars. And you can see it looks like you have to get quite a few stars to get some of these rewards. So are these repeatable? It does not look like they're repeatable unless I am blind. So you can only do those once. Like I said, they already showed off the White Sox a little bit, but just showing you what you can get. Looks like jersey, stubs pack, and the players. This is going to be something that happens all year long. Get the mascots, nothing new there. Looks like, and then this is one thing I did notice. Multiplayer program, one unified program for ranked BR and events. This is the one thing I'm very excited. Hello, Marty. This is the one thing I'm very excited for this trailer, but this is one part of it where I don't know if I'm too ecstatic about it. Ecstatic about it, rather. One program for ranked BR and events. The ranked program sucked to begin with, so I'm fine with that. But I did enjoy the events. You know, if it's that individual program for every event, I'm assuming that's not going away. But so I guess my confusion is if the rank, let's just say this is going to be the ranked program, and we have like all these rewards. Are we able to earn the stars and the innings that you're supposed to get ranked seasons? Can we also earn those in BR and events? And for BR, I love the BR program. I think the BR program was excellent. There's a couple things I didn't like about it, including the no cells. That's fine. It is what it is, not the end of the world. But I'm confused if that's going away, if that's still going to be there, or if it's merging with ranked seasons and we're just getting rid of that completely, because I really enjoyed the battle royale program. I'm really hoping that does not go away, because that was a big piece of content in MLB The Show 24 and in previous years. You see the multiplayer program. There's one really thing, they go into combining all these. We'll see how it goes. I'm hoping it's just for these milestone programs, which we'll dive into in just a minute here. So they're showing off some of the programs here. We get a Roger Clemens program. He's one of the new legends in MLB The Show 25. We have April Spotlight players, which I'm not sure if these are replacing like the players of the month in the Tops Now program, but these are just to show off players that have been doing a really good job. They do drop weekly and monthly, so like I said, we could still be getting Tops Now players as far as like content itself. I just don't know if we'll be getting it, with these weekly milestone programs or weekly spotlight programs rather. So one thing I'm excited about is the My Legacy programs. This is something we haven't had since way back. I want to say it was like I'm Unk status, but I want to say this is like MLB 16, 17, maybe 18. It was before we had immortals and stuff like that. But what you would do is, and it was pretty extreme too. I remember this would take a long time to get, unless I'm remembering it incorrectly. But you'd have to get like, we'll just show this for example. So for hits, you needed 3,000 hits to get diamond, and then whatever this mystery is. But I feel like back in the day, it'd be like, okay, you had to get 20,000 hits or 10,000 hits to get 50,000 stubs, or you get this reward, stuff like that. So I'm very curious of like when you get to, let's see, 3, 6, when you get to 10 stars, what are you earning? And when you get to this hit, what is this hidden reward that is potentially at, 10,000 hits or anything like that? We get our first look at the Roger Clemens here. Excellent stamina. He's got a decent pitch mix there. Not a lot of speed changes with the off speed. Don't really know how usable this card would be. Clayton Kershaw, his stats might not be the best, but that 12-6 curveball, his slider circle change is always nasty. And then his wind up in motion. This is going to be a really dirty card early on. I believe this is a pre-order bonus as well. You can see with the 20th anniversary program there. That is a pre-order bonus, so that's really exciting as well. So that's all the multiplayer modes that it was showing off. And now we are going into what Coach was talking about with the presentation package for all the DD modes. I don't believe there's anything too important in here. It does show off the card accomplishments. This is pretty cool. So when you hit your first home run with a player, you can see with Jimmy Rollins, veteran, first home run, and then in that uniform, which I don't know, that's kind of a weird thing, unless that's the name of the team. So that'd be cool if you hit your 100th home run with a card you really like, it'll be able to show the milestone on your screen to let you know you did something really significant. I think that's cool to show off because you're the only one that knows the cards with your stats. You're the stats with your cards. So if you're playing somebody online, you smoke a homer off them, or let's say you hit for the cycle, it could be like your card's first time hitting this cycle, or this could be like, you know what I mean? Like this is my 1,000th hit with this card. It could be really cool like that. We have some more Negro League Legends, which is really interesting, better stories. I'm looking forward to that. It's hard to make time to play those when you really want to dive into Diamond Dynasty, but those are really exciting nonetheless. One thing they did focus on a lot was feedback as well. I think that's really important for them just going forward. So if we look at the start, they put a little bit of thing about feedback. And this was something a lot of people miss. We missed the inning programs in Diamond Dynasty. That would be a huge return. Inning programs are returning this year, which I think is a huge W. And then Diamond Dynasty, not a single dollar is needed to stay competitive. I think that's really cool that they put that in here because this game over the years has done a really good job and not being pay to win, unlike a lot of other games in sports like Madden, unplayable. NBA 2K, unplayable because you just have to pour money in that game just to keep up because the attributes do matter a lot in those games. Obviously, in MLB The Show, the stats matter, but I feel like you have to have a lot more stick skill in order to compete at a higher level. So I think that's pretty cool. But anyways, that's going to do it for me. I'm really excited. I do want to go over a couple screenshots really quick. Shout out to Nutsy Poo for taking a lot of these screenshots. Like I said, the April Spotlight program, this is something that's going to basically take over Tops Now and monthly awards. What I'm basically getting the gist of, maybe not Tops Now. Talking about the offline Diamond Dynasty mode, you have the scoreboard here. You have the challenges. They have rewards. They have sick rewards. I want to go back to that weekend league screenshot. Just the amount of rewards you can get for all these wins is insane. I'd be curious to see the lower ones, like All-Star and stuff like that. I don't play ranked seasons enough to get to those higher difficulties. I feel like I've gotten a World Series once, and I believe that was in MLB The Show 22. And I feel like I never have enough time in my life to just sit there and grind ranked seasons to be able to get to that level. I'm a little bit confused on the 6 games thing. So if you play 6 games, you can only earn these rewards. And then once you're on that 7th game, you can only earn this reward is what I'm assuming. So I think that's really, really cool that you can just play however many weekend league rewards that you want. But it's all about the first 6, how you do in those first 6. And I also like that it's based on division. So you can't just be like, I'm going to wait, I'm going to sit in spring training, and then once it gets to weekend league, I'm just going to destroy all these people in spring training. You can't do that because you're not going to get that many good rewards. it's not worth it. So I thought that was pretty cool. Looking at the some of the new cards we have in the game: Frank Thomas, Clayton Kershaw, Roger Clemens. But yeah, new scoreboard as well. But that's going to do it for me. We also have a couple of live series ratings. The fact that Jackson Merrill's an 87 overall is kind of crazy, especially if these live series cards are going to cap out at 92, 93 overall. Um, so yeah, that's going to do it for me. If you guys enjoy the video, make sure you like, subscribe. If you know, I do make a lot of roster update videos. I'm going to try to push out other sorts of content as well. Anyways, if you like the video, like the video. I will see you guys next week for some Diamond Dynasty content.